When Trump's jet touched down on the blazing tarmac of the Middle East, the desert winds weren't just hot. They were political. The Gulf kingdoms welcomed him like a king, but behind the smiles and ceremonies lay oil deals, regional power, shifts, and a silent war for influence. This isn't just a visit, it's a message to the world. Welcome to timeless America, where stories echo through the corridors of power, history breathes in every word, and truth comes wrapped in bold, untold moments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon, because what you're about to hear, they won't show you on the news. Donald Trump's Arabian Odyssey, Power, Oil, and Legacy. It wasn't just another international visit. It was theater. It was diplomacy. It was war and peace wrapped in one man's stride. When Donald Trump, former president and political juggernaut, landed in the Gulf in early 2025, every camera lens turned, every leader watched, and every ally wondered, why now? He's not in office. He holds no official power. And yet his shadow over the global stage remains as loud and looming as ever. His visit to the Gulf countries, Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, and Qatar, was more than symbolic. It was strategic. Every handshake, every dinner banquet, every flag waving in the air was part of a narrative carefully orchestrated to reassert Trump's influence in the heart of global geopolitics. The Saudi spectacle. The journey began in Riyadh, capital of Saudi Arabia, a kingdom often seen as the linchpin of Middle Eastern power. Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman greeted Trump like an old friend, but this was more than courtesy. The two share a deep history. In 2017, when Trump was president, Riyadh rolled out the red carpet for his first international trip, breaking decades of tradition. That visit laid the foundation for over $110 billion in arms deals, mutual investments, and a strong anti-Iran coalition. Now in 2025, things are different. The world has changed. The Israel-Gaza conflict, the Houthi attacks in Yemen, the uncertainty over U.S. Middle East policy under Biden, and the emerging influence of China have shifted the sands of diplomacy. Trump's reappearance was seen by many in the region as a glimmer of the strongman stability they once counted on. The real deal. Oil, arms, and influence behind closed doors. Sources say discussions focused on energy partnerships, military cooperation, and even the possibility of a Trump-led peace framework if he returns to office. With the 2024 presidential race behind and Trump rumored to be launching a mega media and political machine, these talks carried serious weight. The Saudis know oil is no longer just black gold, it's leverage. Trump knows that too. By aligning with Saudi interests, he signals to both domestic and international audiences that he still holds the playbook for U.S. Middle East diplomacy, UAE. The mirage of progress from Riyadh, the Trump caravan headed to Abu Dhabi, a gleaming metropolis that represents the Gulf's future-facing ambition. The UAE has emerged as a broker in the Middle East, from mediating in Africa to partnering with Israel under the Abraham Accords. Trump's stop in the UAE wasn't just symbolic. His past support for the Abraham Accords laid the groundwork for unprecedented Arab-Israeli cooperation. Now, with those accords strained due to the ongoing Gaza conflict, Trump's presence rekindled hope among Emirati leaders for a revived agreement, perhaps under his banner once more. He met with Mohammed bin Zayed, and insiders say conversations included technology cooperation, U.S.-UAE real estate investments, and possible infrastructure partnerships tied to Trump's global brand, Qatar. Diplomacy in the shadows. His final stop was Qatar, the small but influential gas-rich nation that plays host to Al Udeid Air Base, one of the largest U.S. military facilities abroad. Qatar has always played both sides, maintaining ties with the U.S., Iran, Hamas, and the Taliban. For Trump, this visit was complex. While he had previously been critical of Qatar's support for groups like Hamas, geopolitical reality demands flexibility. With Qatar mediating key hostage talks in Gaza and holding influence in Afghanistan, their role is unavoidable. Trump's quiet meeting with Emir Tamim bin Hamad was perhaps the most strategic. It signaled that no matter how controversial, Trump still understands the language of power, the gold card connection. But how does this trip tie back to America's new gold card visa program? Simple. Trump, always the businessman, pitched the Gulf elite on investing in the U.S. economy, real estate, tech startups, energy projects, all under the umbrella of fast-track immigration benefits. The gold card is more than a visa. It's a golden handshake between foreign capital and American opportunity. Trump's message was clear. Invest in America, and we'll welcome you with open arms, just like I did when I was president. It's a pitch that worked in the past. And with growing tension between the U.S. and China, Gulf investors are looking west once more. Trump wants to be that bridge. The political undercurrent? Let's not forget. Everything Trump does is political. The Gulf trip was also a signal to voters back home. A declaration that he still commands global respect, that world leaders, even those in monarchies, still value his influence more than his successors. Photos of him standing beside Gulf royals, confident and composed, were quickly circulated through right-wing media channels and social platforms. The message: Biden lost the Middle East. I can bring it back. And with increasing discontent over Biden's handling of the Gaza crisis and U.S.-Israel tensions, Trump's narrative is gaining traction. The emotional angle, power, pride, and legacy. Trump's return to the Middle East is more than foreign policy. It's deeply personal. He's building a legacy, not just of a businessman or a president, but as a global figurehead, one whose name echoes through skyscrapers, war, rooms, and ballot boxes alike. The Gulf visit was his declaration: I'm still here, and I'm not done. Whether you admire him or fear him, you can't ignore the fact Trump's Middle East visit has changed the tone of U.S. foreign affairs yet again. And there you have it. Not just a diplomatic tour, but a power move from a man who never plays by the rules. Whether you see him as a hero or a disruptor, Donald Trump's Gulf visit is now part of the geopolitical chessboard. This is timeless America, where we don't just tell stories, we unveil truth. We're not just making videos, we're making history echo. Stay tuned.